make a move in the ring. You can hit me with the words you fling.
The number one welterweight contender in the UFC, Gilbert Burns. What's going on, man? How's the family? How are you?
Yeah, no, my pleasure to be back and been a while. And yeah, I'm feeling better right now. Getting a lot better. I'm gonna try to have my first training session tomorrow. And yeah, family's good. Everyone's healthy. I'm glad to be healthy again.
You tested positive, you get pulled from the title fight, you get tested again, it comes back negative. You mentioned in other interviews how you felt during that time, but did you lose like your sense of smell or taste? Because I've heard that from people that had the COVID.
Yeah, I did. I did taste not very much because I was in a good diet and it was a title fight, so I was getting super ready. I was super focused. As soon as I know the fight was off, I start like getting off the diet, getting different type of food. Yeah, I didn't lose the taste at all, but I lost the smell. I couldn't smell nothing. Like in 2 3 days coming back, but it's not 100%. Like sometimes the kids talk to me. My kids say, "What's that smell?" And then I still don't smell that much, but when my wife cooks something very good or something different, I can smell, but I can feel that it's not 100% back. It's back, but it's coming back slowly.
During that time, what was the toughest moment for you having, being sick and actually being isolated and being away from your family and everybody?
Yeah, I think I got couple tough moments. Hardest one was when they get a notice and I was out of the fight. That was one of the hardest moments for me. And the drive when we drove all the way back from Vegas to Florida, the drive was very bad. And I think the worst I felt was one day that I got a fever that was I was super hot and I was having chills all day. So I was in a fever and I put a hoodie, I put pants, I put socks, I put gloves, and I still shaking like I was shaking like I was so cold, and I put couple vests and a lot of things, and I still cold, and that was a hard day, but yeah. But besides that, that was only one night that was very bad, and besides that, I had a lot of headache, but the pain of not fighting, I think was beyond that body, physically pain. That I think took a little while. Like right now, I'm fine with that. It was already done, But on the before the fight was over, before they make the fight, the pain to not be able to make the fight was the thing that hurts most.
Do you think fighters could fight with the virus? Do you think that, physically they're able to do it?
I don't think I will be able. I think that we got different cases. Like Jacare, he was asymptomatic. He didn't feel nothing. I think he could be able to fight, but then he'll be able to pass the virus to the referee, to the judge, to his opponent. But on my case, I wasn't able to fight for sure. I couldn't. I don't think I will be able to make the weight, to make the travel, and the adjustment for the jet lag. I don't think I will be able to even make the weight.
You and three of your coaches tested positive, but your brother Herbert, he was negative and he was around you the whole time. Is this virus confusing to you? Like, what's really going on?
It's so much, very confused, and that was it. Like we get in Vegas, and I got tested before they go to Vegas just to make sure it was clear. So boom, test came negative, and I started feeling a lot of headache. That was my only issue. And then I was tired when we get in Vegas, and I was in a good weight. And then we just like, okay, let's just rest up today. Tomorrow morning, we get a nice training before we head up to Abu Dhabi. So we got tested. We were waiting for the results. Wagner Russia was in the room. Greg Jones was in the room. They had their own room, but they come to our room. And I was drilling with my brother. We saw like a couple floor grappling videos, couple techniques, and then we kind of on the carpet in the room drilling. The test came back. I was positive. Wagner Rush was positive. Greg Jones was positive. we had another trainer that was there the week before. He was Kami Barzini. He was coaching Sato, the Japanese that trained with us, and Kami test positive. So he was already there in quarantine, and that was weird because we always positive. My brother was with me the whole time. He was negative. He came back to Florida. He did another test, came back negative again. So yeah, very very confused. A couple people get sick, other people don't get sick. I saw an interview here from a nurse here in Florida. A lot of people dying from that. The hospitals are full here in Florida, very very full. The oh is beyond the capacity. Like they don't have more space for cases, and you just all over here in Florida. The cases the getting big numbers and a lot of people dying. But on the same time, I got sick a little bit, nothing too crazy. All those three coaches that's positive, they didn't get sick at all. A couple guys from the gym they got test positive. They don't even got sick. So yeah, it's very confusing.
Were you ever worried about your family with you being sick and being at home? Was that a concern for you?
A little bit, but my wife, she's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. We have the gym at the garage. She works out. She eats very healthy. She, I kind of talk to my nutritionist, and they said, no, just make sure her immunity system is very high. Make sure she's still training, she's still eating good, take a lot of vitamins, and the kids too. I wasn't that concerned. For sure, I was scared, but I wasn't that concerned with the family. Now they're pretty healthy. They have a lot of energy. So my two kids, they have a lot of energy. They pretty
Yeah.
healthy. My wife too. So I wasn't that concerned.
Yeah, that's great to hear, man. Now moving forward, UFC 251, Kamaru Usman he retains the welterweight title against Jorge Masvidal. What did you think Masvidal did wrong in that fight?
Huh, I don't think he did a lot of things wrong. It was just Kamaru styles. I think they don't match very good. Masvidal lost a couple times for guys like that. Like Damian Maia was the last one that I saw that beat. He controlled him very good on the floor, and I knew Kamaru could do the same. I think a couple things that he could avoid for sure. A lot of things like, especially that clinch, he could be a little way more dirty with the elbows, with the knees, and get out of the cage and put pressure. I think he put pressure just in the first round. After the first round, Kamaru just march forward and do what he does best. I don't think. I think. I think a lot of things, but I think Kamaru. Even people think it was boring, but he does good. That clinch, that control, he controls you very good. Don't let you execute your plan. And for sure, Masvidal made a lot of mistakes. I think he got to with his team watching and and get better from that. But I think even if they had a full camp, I think Kamar can take a lot of punishment, and he execute his game plan very good. And I think even with the big training camp, I think Kamar will do the same.
You are known to take notes and study fights, and I know you were studying that fight. What were some of the key words you wrote down during the fight, during the Usman Masvidal fight?
A lot of things, a lot of things. I don't. Kamar is very good. We trained together for a long time, and we know each other's game very much. As much as I know his game, he knows my game as well. But I think when it comes to a fight, it's a fight. It's different than training. Even we go super hard on training, but in the fight, it's just different. He IQ for fight is very high as well as mine, I think. And I took a lot of notice, like a lot of things I think I could do, but we're supposing, because with me, I think he would do a lot of different gameplay, like when he did with Masvidal, when he took Masvidal down a couple times. Masvidal is very slick. He did a great job from the bottom, like he stayed active, and we could realize that Kamar got a little tired from that. He was like doing deep breaths during the breaks because of that. Uh, because Masvidal was good when he had his back on the floor. So there's a couple of things that I know I can't do. Uh, He's even, I don't want to be cocky saying that, but I know a couple things as a grappling aspect I can do a lot better than Masvidal, and maybe put Kamaru in a lot of trouble, even on the clinch. But yeah, I did I did so many notes. I saw a lot of things. I watched the fight first. The first thing watching the fight was hard because I was imagining me fighting, me doing the walk, me, in the halfway. Hey, both guys, make sure you fight clean, fight hard, blah blah blah. If you want to touch your gloves, do it now. But I was kind of watching me doing that. That was on my visualization. But when they started, I was like, okay, now I'm gonna look at blah blah blah. And then, but I know I did so many notes. I still gonna watch that fight a couple more times, a lot of more times. But it's a different style. It's like if I watch Kobe, and I saw a lot of things that Kobe could do, but with me might be different. I'm not a southpaw. I have a different game than these guys. I still believe I'm a big problem for all welterweight guys because for all the wrestlers, what are they gonna? They're gonna take me down. Let's do it. First of all, it's not gonna be easy to take me down. And secondly, if you do take me down, you gotta work super hard because I'm gonna be very offensive with my back on the floor, and I can get a lot of submissions. I can get sweeps. I can pull the fight back up again. And on the stand up too, I touch those guys, they go down. You saw Tyron Woodley, Damian Maya, a lot of guys. So I think I have a different style than a lot of guys, and that's a big problem for a lot of guys.
For someone like me that watches the game closely, I understand this matchup that you versus Usman. You guys used to train together. You know each other's games. That's why the fight's so intriguing. That's why it's so exciting for
Yeah.
me. Where do you feel like you're more dangerous against Usman? Is it in the jiu-jitsu or is it in the striking department? Because that's what people have said.
He's everywhere. I think I'm very dangerous everywhere with Kamaru. And the thing is, he is true. The guy hits hard too. He got a big chin. He can take a lot. That's why like people gonna watch this fight. I know people is all about the hype with Masvidal, blah, 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 but I guarantee if I have couple sparring sessions that me and Kamaru did. I have a couple videos. If I put that videos on, I know the views gonna go crazy because we go hard and it's like 5 minutes rounds, but it's 5 minutes actions. Like we both get out, and I think it will be. That's why I think if we do 50% all we did of what we did in the training, it will be amazing. It will be a crazy fight. We're gonna get fight of the night for sure, fight of the year candidate, and I just think it will be a very entertaining fight. And I think he's dangerous as I am. He man, the guy is a beast. Like I have a lot of tremendous respect, and especially for his ethic. The guy works super hard as I do, so that's why I'm. People have all that hype with my stuff, but I guarantee my fight against Kamaru will be a great fight.
How that fight played out, how much confidence do you gain from the Masvidal fight, watching it and analyzing it?
Like I said, I have a lot of confidence going to the fight, especially any top 10 on that division. I know I can finish, I can submit, or I can knock him out. But like you said, that fight with Masvidal, the game plan is different that I do. I think Masvidal bring a lot of things on the table, but I think I bring different things on the different departments that will be dangerous. And I think Kamaru will take a fighter from a different direction a couple of times. He knows a lot of things that I do good. He knows a lot of things that I not that good that he will explore more. So I'm confident. He's still very confident. Even before the fight, even after the fight, I don't think that plays out a lot of my confidence. But we know each other game so much that he's gonna be okay. No, here he's very dangerous. Or there he's very dangerous. But he's not gonna run from the challenge as well as I know he will. He will face it as I am, and I'm confident. Like not because the Masvidal fight, not because of the Kobe fight, just because of all the work that I'm doing. All the hours that I'm putting in is a life dedicating to the sport. First the sport of jiu-jitsu and getting to the highest level now for MMA, and I'm a horse. I'm a horse work. I work super hard, and I'm confident. I think I'm in a good timing right now. I still gonna finish my rest, and I'm gonna go back to a training camp, a long training camp, and I'm super confident I'll be Kamaru.
You know, the narrative going into that fight was that Masvidal, he took this fight on 6 days notice, you know, and now there's a lot of people saying that they want a rematch between Usman and Masvidal. When you hear that, what is going through your mind?
I don't think it will change that much. I don't think so, and I think because if if we think about it, okay, Masvidal was training. I saw pictures. Dustin Poirier is not a liar. He said, "No, the guy was my main training partner going to Dan Hooker fight. He was in the gym. He was training. He claimed all that. I was training. I was in a good shape. I was." But he got a fight at 6 day notice for sure. When we training, like I took a couple short notice. It's not the same. I train hard, but sometimes it's once a day, sometimes 2 times a day. Not as crazy, but you still train. You still get in the rep zone. For a title shot might be different, but the way I see is Kamaru get the fight in short notice as well. He was training for me, and I have a totally different game than Masvidal, and then he got pulled out from the fight. They say our fight is off for 2 days. Like I was off of the fight on Friday morning. They just get the deal done on Sunday, so he messed up on his diet on Friday and Saturday. And the way I know Kamaru is so restricted, I know that affected his cardio a little bit. That affected his mind a little bit because he's so, that guy that does all correctly in his diet and his sleeping. I know had these 2 days off going to the final messed up with his mind a little bit. So yeah, the way I see Kamaru get a fight on short notice as well. And I think if Masvidal prepare better, for sure he's gonna perform a little better. But guess what, Kamaru too, and I don't think the results will change. He's gonna be dangerous. Kamaru know how dangerous he is. Kamaru just pressure him, and put him against the cage. It just I saw the way people go off. He trained. Yeah, if we fight 10 times, it will be different 10 times. But how different will be? I don't think it will be that different.
There's a lot of debate about who's next, but you have Dana White coming out and saying that you are next. How good does it feel to have the big boss man supporting you to be the next title challenger?
It feels great. I'm not gonna lie, it feels great because I was watching the fight and I was very nervous and I was like, man, holy shit, Kamaru has to win that fight. And then I even like the way it made me. I was very anxious watching the fight. The way it made me more relaxed was, you know what? Even if Kamaru loses and the Masvidal go crazy, I still want to be the champion. I will take the harder path. I'm gonna fight other guys. I don't care. I was like relaxed. I was okay. If I have to do a couple more fights to get the title shot, I will do it. I don't care. That made me more relaxed. But as soon as Kamaru on and Dana said it, was way more relief. I said, okay, I'm next. Okay, no problem. And then the other thing too, we have the same management. So I talked to Ali. He talked to Ali too. And then I think the fight might go just November or December. And then I for sure got very, very relieved. It was great to hear Dana White saying that. But other thing too, like I don't agree. I need to have to make another fight to fight for the title because I had the shot. And another thing too, I did 3 training camps 2020. 3. I did a training camp to fight Maya. I called out Colby, but I ended up getting a Woodley fight, and there was a lot of conversation. So I didn't rest. I was just boom, back on training. Okay, I'm fighting title. They changed the dates. He said no. I kept training. He said no. Boom, we got the fight. I fought. After the fight, I called out for the title shot. Not even a week. They say, "Oh, you got it." I said, "Wow, okay." Not resting again. Got back on training. Eventually, I got sick. I couldn't fight. But I had 3 training camps. Why I'm gonna do another training camp then to get a title shot? Like I think Dana White saw is not fair. As soon as I got Dana White's number, I was being so annoying. Hey, I'm very hungry. I'm the hungriest guy. Give me that fight. Give me this guy. Give me this guy. And he know how much I mean it. I mean it because a lot of guys say, "Oh, I take the fight," and they don't take it. Every time that they ask you. I don't even I say, you know the answer. Just tell me the date. You know already. I get the fight. Just tell me the date. I'm fighting for sure. Oh, you want the for sure? I want this fight. Just tell me the date. I'm fighting. And I think it makes some points with Dana that now I say no, that guy. You know that guy. And another thing too. I don't even like to say that thing so much, but the whole three title fights, Fight Island, was because I say yes. Because they want to make Kamaru and Masvidal. And there was all money. They fighting for money, blah, blah, blah. Kobe don't want to fight. Leon could not came. If I didn't say yes, that fight with Masvidal and Kamaru would never happen. On Fight Island. Might be happen later, but and I say yes, and I got the fight, and then I got the deal done. They all three title fights, Fight Island. I had the COVID. They pulled me out, and then Masvidal came in, but I think it kind of helped to build up all the whole thing, and then they kind of okay, that guy won the fight. They kind of help a little bit on the make the deal done. Okay, you go next. You go next. I think it was a little like they gave him a little back. The things that I'm doing for the company.
So do you think Masvidal should send you a little package, a little thank you, for
He's
that big
supposed to,
payday?
He's supposed to send me a little thing. Send me his drink, his tequila. Send
Yeah.
that thing for me. I will appreciate that.
All right, for sure. I hope so. Now, you mentioned that you and Usman have the same management. Does that make things awkward for you, or is it a lot easier to deal with the UFC because you guys do have the same management?
I think make it easier, because he knows I'm next. And my management knows too, and the UFC made it. And I think make things super easy. Ali came in, Kamaru said that date, and I said, okay, that date works for me. Okay, let's talk to the UFC and make it just easier. And yeah, I kind of like that. It's easier for me.
Now, Usman said that, or not he said, but it came out that he could be out for 6 months because of a
Yeah,
possible fractured nose or
fracture.
broken nose. Do you wait? Is that the mindset? Like, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna train and kind of heal and focus on aspects of your game. Is that what the plan is for you?
If I didn't had 3 training camps, I would fight again. But I had 3 training camps already, like my body kind of need that rest that I'm giving to my body right now. Recovered good from the COVID. And for sure, I'm going to be back on training. But what I heard is November, December. November, December, we're fighting for sure. He needs some time off. I need as well. And like I said, if I didn't had those 3 training camps, I think for sure I might fighting anyone in the top 5 right now. But like my body needs that rest. I need that little time off and the build up and do my pre-training, my pre-camp training because I have my training camp. But the way I evolve most is before that when I do my pre-camp. My pre-camp is when I do a lot of boxing, just boxing, a lot of jiu-jitsu, just jiu-jitsu, a lot of kickboxing, and I get strong. I gain a lot of strength. Then after a month or two doing that pre-camp, getting better on individual things, boom, I jump to a camp. I'm already in a good shape. I'm already stronger. I evolve a lot of my boxing, my jiu-jitsu, my kickboxing, my wrestling. Okay, now we're going to put it all together and going to work in game plan. We're still going to make those combinations for this type of guy. And then we go from there. But the way I see, yeah, I'm just fighting Kamaru next. That's what in my head. For sure, have for me, my I have my angry competition inside of me that wants to make one more fight, but no, it doesn't make sense right now. What makes sense? Rest, get better, start evolving like crazy, get a lot better, put a lot of time on the different aspects of my game, and boom, go to a training camp for November or December.
All right. There's another guy on the other side of the world, Leon
Yeah.
Edwards. He says that you don't deserve the title shot. He deserves the title shot, but actually he passed on the title shot with the Fight Island card, right? That's what the rumors were. Do you think that he missed his
Yeah.
chance at fighting for the title?
Uh, I don't know if it's that true. That's true that they offered him the fight. I don't know that because as soon as they offered me, I say yes, boom, done deal. After a little bit, the contract came in, I signed it. Boom, was in the news. He don't say nothing. After 1 week or two, he say, "Oh, they offered me." I'm like, I don't think they offer you. And I just think I'm way more active than Leon Edwards everywhere because when I don't fight, I grapple. When I don't grapple, I corner. I'm on. And they saw me. The UFC saw me. And I'm busy and I'm hungry. And I talked to Dana and I talked to my management. And I've been busy. And like I said, yesterday was my birthday. I just turned 34 yesterday. And just a little coincidence. Yesterday was Leon Edwards' anniversary. 1 year without fighting. And I just fought 4 times. I almost got a title shot. If it wasn't for COVID, I would did 5 fights on that mean break that he just did. He didn't fight. I almost got 5 fights, plus a lot of grappling tournaments, plus a lot of corner, and I'm just more hungry, more active, and I I, I don't even want to mention Leon Edwards too much because I don't believe he deserves. For sure, I understand the pandemic, the whole thing that happened, that he couldn't get the title only fight. But another thing that goes to my mind is Tyron. He's supposed to fight Tyron Woodley. Okay, he didn't fight. I fought. I beat Tyron Woodley the way I beat. So I make all the effort to go there to a training camp during the pandemic. Go out there, perform the way I perform, and then he got a title shot. Like I make all the effort, I make all the sacrifice, and he got the rewards. No, I was next for the shot. He had one fight against Tyron Woodley. Now he's gonna jump all the way to the title. No, he needs that fight that he didn't have with Tyron Woodley. I don't know. Tyron Woodley doesn't make that much sense right now. He comes from 2 losses. He's still the former champ. He don't want Leon Wilder. He don't want Tyron Woodley. Go get Wonderboy. Go get Colby Covington. Go get Masvidal. I think he got options, but I just don't believe the guy with 1 year inactive, like 1 year with not fighting. He wants to fight for the title with that 1 year. Like, come on, he needs one more fight in a dominant performance. Otherwise, if he get let's say he fight Masvidal or Wonderboy and goes to a split decision, like that's not a statement. He needs to fight, and he need a great finish to make that statement to go for a title shot. I think that's what put me in that position was the way I finished them in the way I beat Tyron Woodley put me in that position. Not like not a split decision or whatever. I think you need to make a statement. You need to be active, and you need to take the opportunity. The opportunity shows up, I take it with everything I had. Like the only way I'm not with the belt right now, or I didn't fall, was because of the COVID-19. Because if it wasn't for that, there's no way they pulled me out of the fight with not a big reason. That was being honest, that was the only reason they took him out of the fight. Even if I was feeling a little sick and I test negative, I'll fight. There's no way I'll pull it out because I'm a little. I'll just make to the fight.
With Edwards, it seems like Masvidal would be the logical fight next. To determine who's
Yeah.
behind you. Who fights the winner of you versus you against Usman. Do you feel that way?
The thing I kind of feel that way, but Masvidal is such a big draw right now, like that. I don't know what he wants. If he still want to make another big paycheck, I'll go Nathan Diaz or I go McGregor. Kind of make those kind of big fights. If you want to fight for the title, yeah, I'll fight Leon Edwards, but it's up to him. I don't know what he wants. But if he wants another big paycheck, that sounds kind of Masvidal, another big paycheck. I think he goes to Nathan Diaz. But if he really wants to fight for the title, I think he'll fight Leon Edwards. But I don't even know if he wants that fight. So I think Leon Edwards is right there, but he doesn't control. If Masvidal wants him, Masvidal will fight him. If Masvidal doesn't want, it's not like who Leon wants, it's who Masvidal wants. That's why he's not that big draw yet in that division.
If they do fight, how do you see that fight playing out?
Uh, I'm not gonna lie, Leon Wilder is very good, very slick, but like I said, 1 year without fighting, and Masvidal just lost a big opportunity. So Masvidal, when I saw he's already training, that's what I heard. He's back in training, and here in Florida, we heard a lot of things. Like we have a lot in common friends. They say he's at the gym, he's training. Given the momentum right now, I think I'll give Masvidal, because that guy's hungry. He want to fight for the title. He want to have a full camp. I might give a little edge for Masvidal. I think a little quick hands, be good, slicky. Yeah, I think I go for Masvidal.
So do you think that fight plays out on the feet? There's not going to be any really grappling going on. Do you think so?
Leo Evans like to grapple a lot. He does like it, but I think he don't have the strength as Kamaru, and I don't think he had that much ability. But yeah, I think he trying, and I see Masvidal kind of escaping the what he did on the first round and be able to keep the fight on his feet and do a lot of more damage than Leon Edwards.
Now, you said you're going to get back to training real soon. And what is the plan for you? Are you going to stay in your garage? You just mentioned that you do have the famous garage gym. Or are you going back to Sanford MMA or to the other gyms that you visit?
Yeah, so what happened to Sanford MMA now, everyone that is on the gym, they got tested because we have a big fights coming up right now. We got Michael Chandler fighting Ben Henderson. We got other guys with the big fights too. Adam Borks, like Jason Jackson's fighting this Friday, and the only thing, like, I want to go back to help these guys because they help so much. They help me so much that I kind of own that. Like, not really, but I feel like I own the guys because they make me super ready. I just need to give back to the guys. So I almost went to the sport today, but I like, no, I'm going to chill one more day. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to be there. Tomorrow I'm back. But the thing that we're doing, everybody's getting tested and trying to, staying as quarantine or as healthy as we can. And we're constantly going to get tested. You got a place right here now that we're going to get tested. And we kind of being constantly getting tested because the things here in Florida is not, I cannot say people not wearing masks. People, it's kind of mandatory a couple places to wear masks. But that virus is so confusing that we don't know. So we're going to try to take more precautions. I'm going to Sanford and we'll see. I hope I don't take that thing again because I heard people say, oh, you take one time, you don't take, but I just saw in Brazil, people take twice already. People take them the first time and sometimes they don't feel that bad, but the second time come with the different symptoms that I didn't have in the first time. So as soon as I read that and I saw that, I was like, oh shit, like now I need to, take more precautions, but it's just danger. I don't know. I'm gonna try to keep with my routine, the same training that I was doing, but it's gonna take a little while till we got back to normal. So I'm gonna take more precautions as I can. But yeah, I need to go back to Sanford, to my teammates, my trainers. I have to go back.
So when you do start your training camp for this title fight, then you're just going to keep testing people around you and taking tests yourself just to make sure that you're safe?
Yeah. No, for this title fight, I hope by November, December, I don't know, I hope and I pray that we're in a better place right now. But if not, I'm gonna try to. I don't know. I'm gonna make even if I need to invest on that. I'm gonna invest on that. Even if I need to get an Airbnb and put 3 or 4 from all my main guys in there and make sure they get tested and they just stay there. And even help out anything that I need to help. Maybe food, supplements. But I'll keep those guys safe. I'll stay safe quarantine. We may be training the garage or maybe training at different times, but 100% I'm going to invest as much as I can, even taking the same money-wise, even if I need to get an Airbnb, big Airbnb and set up a cage or do something and they stay there, I'm going to do as much possible I can do. I will to make sure I get there safe and I fight for that title and I take that title.
Is it Vegas or Fight Island? What do you choose?
That is a good question because I love Vegas. You know, it's quick, like 5 hours flight, and we there. And yeah, for sure, take Vegas. I love Abu Dhabi. I have a lot of friends in there. The guys that do the palm sports, those guys that teach on schools, they teach for the
Oh yeah.
military. I have so many friends in there. So many, like my former coach is there. So many close friends from my city, from my neighbor, and but then we're gonna have the jet lag. We're gonna have 15 hours flight, 48 hours quarantine. No, why? No, go to Vegas right here, 5 hours flight, get quarantine in the room, relax, go back train, go to Apex. After that, go back. No, yeah, Vegas will be easier travel. You know, for sure. I'll take Vegas on this one.
All right, Gilbert, thank you so much for the time. It was good catching up with you, and hopefully everything gets back to normal. You get back to training and make the adjustments you need and get in that cage and fight for that world title. Man, it's been incredible to watch your journey the last couple of years, the transformation that you
Yeah,
have made.
yeah. Thank you, John. Appreciate you. Yeah, you saw a lot of work, a lot of change, but yeah, we're getting better. Thank you. Thank you to have me on the show again.
Hey guys, Sasha Platnikoff here, letting you know to tune in to SCMP Post Fight for all your weekly martial arts news.